Superheroes are great at saving the world and boosting your IQ. Yeah, that's right, boosting your brain power. How, you ask me? Well, they have the ability to create some of the best riddles out there, to help train your brain. And more importantly, they make it fun and exciting. Let's dive right into the world of superheroes and even some vampires and aliens. Let's solve all the super puzzles that go on in their amazing world. Oh, don't worry, you don't need to have any special knowledge. Just use your logic and natural ability to analyze information and dissect some crucial evidence. If you solve all these riddles, you can proudly claim to have a Superman mind. Do you have what it takes? Only one way to find out. Let's start right away. The competition. Superhero High School is hosting a competition. 3 superheroes reach the finals. There was a boy who can control a swarm of wasps with his mind. Obviously, they're not just normal wasps. They're super wasps that can kill a human with one sting. Then there's a girl who can turn into a huge tiger. And lastly, there's a boy who can take control of another human's body. Like Professor Exavier from X-Men. So, which of them will win? You have just 10 seconds for this easy question. Obviously, it's the girl. If she turns into a tiger, then she won't be afraid of the other 2 boys. Super wasps or that body control guy can't hurt her, because their gifts are only dangerous for humans. She'll be a tiger. The recruiter. A man works in an agency that fights aliens. He's recruiting some new employees. Alien spies often try to sneak their way in, so he needs to carefully select his candidates. Today, 3 applicants came for an interview. Look at their profiles and try and figure out which of them is an alien. Profile 1 is Jane. She's 28 years old. She says, "I like to swim and bask in the scorching sun on some nice warm snow." Let's check out profile 2. It's Daniel, age 31. He said, "I've been interested in aliens since childhood. I've always dreamed of working for you." Now let's check out profile 3. His name's John and he's 32 years old. He says, "I recently graduated from high school and want to start a career in your agency." So which ones are aliens? Just 10 seconds to spot the crucial details. The answer? The aliens are the first and the third candidates. You can't bask in warm snow, and you don't finish high school at 32. At least I hope not. The detective versus the supervillain. Super skilled villains appeared in a city, and they started robbing banks and houses. A detective investigated these cases. He's already compiled a dossier on the 3 worst villains. They're responsible for most of the crime and most of the fear in the city. One evening, the detective went out for dinner, and when he returned to his office, he discovered that someone had stolen all his files. Which supervillains did it? Was it the Flame, Mr. Strong, or Mr. Ice? Your 12 seconds starts now. The answer? It was Mr. Ice. Look at the icicles up there on the ceiling. The art thief. A collector in Superville, Superville, the superhero city? Well, he reported a theft. A precious painting was stolen from the collector's gallery. The collector said that he had cameras everywhere and several guard dogs. on the night the painting was stolen. The dogs didn't bark, and the guards didn't notice anything. The collector said it had to have been someone with superpowers. It had to be. A detective made inquiries and found 3 suspects who used to be thieves. The first one can turn anything into ice. The second can pass through walls. And the third has super speed. So who robbed the collector? This tricky question deserves 12 seconds, I think. The answer? Turning things into ice is a pretty cool skill, but nothing was turned into ice on that night. The second one, even though he can pass through walls, would have still been noticed by the guards, or at least the dogs. The third one has super speed, so he could have easily stolen the painting. The dogs wouldn't have had time to notice him, and the cameras wouldn't have picked him up. The home. Try and figure out which home is right for these superheroes. Where does Mr. Ice live? Mr. Ice doesn't need any more ice or AC in his life, so he lives here. What about the Flame? Where does the Flame live? The Flame definitely doesn't need matches, a fire starter, or a lighter. He lives here. Where does the Flying Man live? Look at the shoes by the window. That's how the Flying Man likes to enter the room. What about Aquaman? Where does Aquaman live? Tell me in the comments.